extra. We think we can make it.
My name is Asher Lev. The Asher Lev, the notorious and the legendary Lev, the painter of the Brooklyn crucifixions. I am an observant Jew, a chassid, and yes, of course, observant Jews do not paint crucifixions. In fact, observant Jews do not paint at all in the way that I am painting, and so strong words have been written and spoken about me. I am a traitor, a self-hater, a blasphemer, an inflictor of shame upon my family, friends, people, and of course, myself.
It's slowing you down.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not motivated, it's supported. Okay, good to know. Problem solved here. Let's slide and let's find some other moments. All right?
This is what you're doing with your time. Instead of studying, I am fighting every day to spread Torah and Hasidus, and I return to find a pagan in my own home. Whose son are you? The naked women. Naked women? The body is a gift from the Rabbona Shailor. It is private and sacred, and the Torah forbids us to treat it without respect. These pictures are disgusting.
Quiet, we're flying out the windows.
Ha! Ho! Hey! My name is Asher Lev. This is coming from here. Okay, that's purely support. Okay, we're going to go right there from what are these? I'm 10 years old into what are these?
Are they raising their hand in the back if they can't hear?
They should be.
Okay. I am 10 years old. A few weeks earlier, my mother has finally relented and taken me to the art museum while my father is away in Europe.
What are these?
Drawings.
Why did you copy those
I need
paintings?
to understand them.
You don't need to understand anything more about Jesus, Asher.
He was the god of Goyim,
He was a Jew who lived in Eretz Israel at the time of the Romans.
and they killed him like this?
That's...
Do it again.
Let me know when you have weight.
Sharp.
Asher!
I just have no idea how to talk to him.
You have no idea what it is like standing between you and your father.
I say you're an artist. A very great artist. I am glad that there are no nudes.
Nick, I love it if you get your head down with his head on that.
Yeah, that was a weird thing.
Imagine an entire room full of people who are worried that they might not be real and might not exist. And then all of those people, I'm speaking to the kids, adults I think have a more settled vision of this, but my experience of being a teenager and working with teenagers is that there is a profound existential fear that they actually might not be real. And nobody else might be real either, and maybe everybody's lying to me, maybe everybody's pretending. Maybe nothing I've been told is true. Because certainly that is the experience of what going from being a little kid to being an adult is hey, all that stuff that you heard, not actually true. I liken it to, in physics classes often, they teach physics problems without friction. If you had to capsule being a teenager, it's like the introduction of friction. It's all of the forces you were told didn't exist or had practiced in the way that they didn't exist, actually interrupting the way you believe. So imagine an entire room full of people like that. And everything that happens for 9 hours tells them that they do exist, that they do have value, that they are cared for and cared about and celebrated. Imagine 9 hours of that. It's exhausting, but it also has enough energy that you could power a city with it. That is unlike anything else I know. I think that's the selling point of this, is imagine getting to prove to each other that you are real and that you are heard and that you are when you speak, people listen. Geez, that's pretty special, That's a pretty special thing. I don't even care if the plays are good. I like it when they're good, but I don't particularly care.
Where's the stage light staff?
Putting him over here, Kevin.
he said put the small one in the middle.
No, I know, but is this a square or a rectangle? Because he said put it at its longest orientation. And I think this is it.
Watch out for that.
They might have that.
This one parked out. The other one's fine.
Evan. Yes.
Is that done?
Yes.
Put up both the legs. I can't really see
The stage left tree is too wide.
I'll pay you when I get down, but
Spike the center.
Spike all trees.
Okay.
Thank you. You want to just start from the beginning, because why not?
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Are you Mr. Coffee?
I've been called
I had a premonition about meeting you.
I'm sure you have.
You are not of this era.
No, not exclusively. But there is no hope for ever receiving a letter, then.
The postal system is very sinister, Coffee, but not yet hopeless. Do you know Oliver?
We've met.
Recently.
Seems like only yesterday. But I have no sense of time.
How was he? Was he dry?
Dry as toast. Frankly, he's been better. Been a cough. His wife was not unduly concerned.
I'm his wife.
His second wife. He had you declared legally dead, dear. Terre Haute Superior Court, 1910.
Oh, no.
Remarried a few years later.
Never mind.
The Great War made him anxious.
Yeah, you're.
And it's wealthy.
That's good.
He told me not to speculate on the future.
In his own brokerish fashion, Grover was trying to say, so long.
Forward. And it's basically, look at these plates. So again, you're not going to see those. Here.
It's like about 5 steps from that. So I can base
Yeah,
it.
but I don't want you to lose your
Yeah.
flavor because you're overthinking it.
All right, let's bring the two. Can you guys bring that much over so that
Spirit of Festival, that amorphous term that we can't quite get our hands on, but you know it when you see it. Spirit of Festival, the pure joy of being in the moment and creating work together, because a festival experience, a festival day at one of the earlier levels or at the state level is actually this weekend, these 3 days, not the 14 plays for me. State Festival is the 3 days, is one show with many, many acts in it. And I believe that, I don't think we've totally succeeded yet. I think we're still moving in that direction, and I hope we always will be moving in that direction. But that would be the ultimate goal, that artists can push each other, can challenge each other, can question each other, can disagree, and that's okay, because that's what makes us all better and stronger and more introspective artists.
It was Mr. Shailor who introduced the idea to me that really revolutionized the way we do participate. Before I met him, I think he was the president of the guild at the time, and really de-emphasizing the idea of in it to win it, and more emphasizing the idea of focusing on your art, focusing on your personal art, because the event has the competitive tone that it does, in that it is a competition. There's going to be medals and trophies and bears on my handed out at the end of the day. It's very, very easy to interpret it as such, and that would be limiting, and it is limiting if that's where your focus is.
I mean, I don't like that this is a competition, like, really, because it's just like about seeing other people's art and like being able to show your art. I don't even think about winning. I don't want to win. I just want to be able to show my show to other people.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really like that art becomes a competition. I think that's weird. It just doesn't feel right to me. And overall from festival, I felt like a really good, non-competitive, like relaxed, like we're here to appreciate each other's work energy. Overall, I feel like it's a really positive thing. And it's awesome that like we have this outlet to share art with each other.
Okay, guys, try to match the angle that sends that pole right there is on. Okay. That needs to come down here. Okay, and I
When you die, they say you forget where you come from. When you die, they say you forget where you come from. When you die, they say you forget where you come from.
And pythons thick as a grown man's thigh. And pythons thick as a grown man's thigh.
Okay, so we have to, where's this? Natalie, where's this?
And pythons thick as a grown man's thigh.
Somebody else help me, please. Watch the top of it. You guys watch the top. Watch the top. Actors, please don't walk onto the space. Stop there.
You stay out there, you can walk like a pancake. You think I'm free, what to see?
Do me a favor, left, right, same. Actually, left, right, all right.
I'm going to lose my mind if I have to stay here one more day.
Stop there. Tape down cords back here. Watch the show that's going on back here. I'll show you. Is it this one? Yeah, it is.
It's this opening.
It's all this one.
It's that one.
Waterfalls taller than the
Tallest skyscraper.
Is olive tree.
Is song puns.
And Temple Valley sandstorm.
Is monsoon rays.
Paper.
And don't copy.
And electric blue butterflies.
Wings as wide as my arms.
Where I come from is the smell of orchid and mango.
And ripe papaya.
Theater is the strongest art form because it is the one form that can incorporate everything else that is live between people. You know, we can debate different art forms and genres, but it really is one that can absorb them all, the widest range. So musician friends I get to work with, dance people, painters, photographers, videographers, filmmakers, special effects, costumers, no matter who you name can become part of making a piece of theater. And it's within those relationships are so strong because you have to put it on the wood with each other if you're really trying to create, you know, it can't be about feelings. As Shakespeare said, the play's the thing. And if everyone is focusing in on the play's the thing, truly, truly amazing things happen and the growth is so exponential, so synergistic. And then so the final thing is the fact that we're even sitting here. You were my student. And we met each other through the classroom in very early discussions about theater and creating some goofy musical theater stuff all the way to some very amazing original work. And here you are watching you continue on your artistic career, and I get to watch that. How could there be a better thing to do? And the Guild, hopefully we're going to keep trying to do to make that possible for as many students as possible, and that alone I think is a pretty worthwhile mission.
Doing METG's competition every year has been like one of the greatest things I've ever done. Yeah, I absolutely
I would say
adore
it's definitely
this
the most
competition.
important thing that's ever happened in my life to this point.
I think it's arguably the best high school experience I'll ever had.
Reaching for the perfection of co-creation, purity of action, there's nothing better.